are looking live right now at the United States Capitol, where the Republican-led House Homeland Security Committee is still meeting in anticipation of a vote to move articles of impeachment forward against the head of the Department of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas.
He has willfully and systematically refused to comply with the laws passed by Congress and breached the trust of Congress and the American people. The results have been catastrophic.
The sham impeachment of Secretary Mayorkas is a baseless political stunt by extreme MAGA Republicans.
Now, Republicans are pushing two different charges. They say Mayorkas engaged in systemic refusal to comply with the law and breached the public trust. A full House vote could come at any point here later, or the committee vote later this evening, full House vote next week. But remember, it's not even known if they have all the votes that are needed, and Democrats control the Senate. Now, that is the very same body that is working with Mayorkas and the White House on a possible bipartisan border deal. President Biden today called for action.
That's not all I can do. Just give me the power. I've asked for the very day I got in office. Give me the borders control. Give me the people. Give me the people, the judges. Give me the people who can stop this and make it work flat.
But that, too, like Mayorkas' impeachment, is likely going nowhere. Hello to you all. Nice to have you on in. So there's lots of headlines, little action. Hogan, is this impeachment worth it for House Republicans? Because we don't even know if they have the votes.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the votes, but I do think it's important to bring this issue to bear for so many in this country who thought it was just kind of sequestered to the border states. Now that you see what strain these illegal aliens are putting on healthcare systems in local communities, on first responders, on education and school facilities, it's a real issue. And more than that, this is serious because the decisions this administration has made have left Americans dead and have left the people coming across the border in grave danger and grave peril that they had never seen before.
So, Ashley, you were the first employee ever at the Department of Homeland Security. Michael Chertoff, a Republican who used to run that department, said this isn't right. A Republican. Do you take issue with what Hogan said, or what House Republicans are doing?
I think what he's saying, what the secretary said, former secretary said, was that this is at the feet of the president. It's not necessarily the DHS secretary, Department of Homeland Security secretary, but it's actually President Biden's policies. But I want to just flag this once again as what he's being impeached for, which is going nowhere, and we all know that. Whether it passes the House or not, it's more of a political issue. Same as probably the Senate bill's not going anywhere. But the impeachment, if you read it, it is about him not enforcing the current laws. So President Biden can tell us all day long that, you know, that he can't stop the border because all of a sudden the Senate Republicans are stopping it. It's because because his administration is not enforcing the laws.
You don't think this guy's done a good job, have you?
Well, I think two things can be true. I think this can be a political stunt by Republicans, and this can also be a political and humanitarian disaster for Democrats. What we're seeing is Republicans ship undocumented immigrants to Democratic cities, which I actually now think is proving to be a problem for Democrats, because in some ways this is starting to look like Democrats, as Hogan and I were talking about off air, in a situation where it looks like we love diversity until it's in our backyard. We love these undocumented immigrants until they're in our backyard. Yeah, and I worry.
Yeah, but what are the Republicans going to do about this border crisis? Or is it just a political stunt? I'm convinced, because they're killing a bill that hasn't even come out, that's a bipartisan bill, that gives the Republicans everything they say they want. The power to shut down, the power to secure the border, stop fentanyl. And when given the opportunity...
The Republicans will say not everything, but...
Well, it's a bipartisan bill by some of the most conservative Republicans in Congress, and yet they're rejecting it. It definitively tells me, and should tell America, Republicans don't care about the border.
Quickly.
If I may, the Republicans don't care about the border, because if they did, they wouldn't be trying to impeach the secretary, but more importantly, they'd be accepting this bill and giving the power to the president.
Hogan, Sean, he says you don't care about the border.
Real quick.
Care less about it.
This is a crisis that has been created by the executive branch, and the executive branch is now throwing its hands up and saying, we need a congressional solution.
Exactly.
That is absolutely ridiculous. And for him to say, Joe Biden to say, I have done all I can do, That's not true, because the previous administration did what it needed to do to secure the border and protect the American people. And I love how Democrats are always quick to talk about the power of the pen and the phone, but all of a sudden they've lost both and the phone's disconnected. It's very...
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.